Whitney Wade, the outstanding young golfer from Glasgow, headed to the LPGA Tour. And Whitney, right now, you Scotty fans and Butch Cope of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association, you guys have sponsors, don't you?
We do.
Yeah. You got any openings for sponsorship?
I have plenty of openings. It's a little harder on the Endearment Futures Tour to get sponsors, but a lot of LPGA players definitely do. So that's what my month of September and October for, to get my name out there and start looking for some sponsors so we can help each other out when I make it on tour, or when I go on tour next year.
Right. She's going on tour. She's not going to make the tour. Yeah. You're already qualified. Tour, yes. You're already on the tour. Butch, what do you, in your experience, and if you have experienced this, how's the best way for a young girl like her to get sponsorships?
I think, they're locally from the community support, and they know no stranger to her and her success, and then just others that are throughout the state that are involved with the game of golf. The Musselman Dunn Tour and stuff like that. There's a lot of people out there that are supportive of golf. We've got our own sponsors as well for our state tournament. So
right.
I don't think she'll have any problem finding anybody helping her out. Now,
we're talking about the Leachman Buick Pontiac GMC. I'm only going to say this once. Yeah. Leachman Buick Pontiac GMC KHSAA Boys and Girls State Golf Tournament. From now on, it's going to be the Leachman.
That's why you're a Hall of Fame sportscaster. You do things like that. From
now on, it's going to be the Leachman State Golf Tournament. I mean, it's been so long. And it wasn't Leachman when you won it. No. Leachman, when did David start sponsoring it? What, we've been here 4 years now in Bowling Green?
He's been in Bowling Green, but he's been a sponsor for, this will be his 6th year now.
6th year.
Yeah, he left 1 year and went to Paducah and then came back.
Right.
But he still sponsored it.
I say he still sponsored it.
And he sponsored it in Paducah. Yeah. Did you ever play the Paducah Country Club course?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. All right. What's the toughest course you played? How do you shoot Old Stone?
It depends. I've only played it a handful of times. Depends how many mulligans I give myself, to be quite honest.
Now, that is what my partners need to understand, is how many mulligans I get.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I will bring that up tomorrow. Because
you want to get it on the front end.
Whitney Wade gets mulligans. Why shouldn't I?
There's no question.
I'm playing by myself. I'm like, okay, new ball.
All right, but shooting out there, what would you shoot?
Probably mid-70s. I haven't played it in a year and a half or two, so hopefully in the 60s or lower 70s. It just got to stay out of the rough. That rough's right. Dangerous.
Yes. How do you like those greens?
Those are pretty brutal too, especially when they're fast. You think you might hit an awesome shot and it's gone. It's not staying on the green.
Can you stick it on the green?
Throw it on the green, maybe. But sometimes, if I have a nice high iron shot, but if I'm hitting 3-wood in there, it's gone because the greens are so elevated.
Butch, we got our Leachman State Tournament coming up first week of October, right?
It's hard to believe it's 2 weeks from this coming Monday.
And
2 weeks.
156, is that correct? Boys and girls. Who plays first? Boys play first this year, right?
Boys play first this year. The practice day's on Monday the 5th, and then the competition 6th and 7th, and the girls' practice is on the 8th, and competition 9 and 10.
Well, that sounds great.
And we're going to be out there with our show, too.
We'll be out there, yeah. And, hey, thanks a lot for joining us, Butch. We want to get you on a little bit later and talk about the football playoffs, okay?
Sounds great. Thanks for all you do.
Hey, thanks, Butch.
Appreciate you, Butch. Butch Cope, who is Assistant Commissioner of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. We'll be back with Whitney Wade. That's coming up right after this break on Wes and West. I've already had this break on Wes and West. You and I miscommunicated a minute ago. Man, you pointed up there and it said 3, and I thought, thank you.
Well, we're back.
We're back after the break on the Wes and West show. Well, I'm glad. I thought I had to do a break. That's why I let Butch go. Okay. Okay.
Well, these sponsorships. Now, a sponsor would obviously get a value in return for the sponsorship. Like what? If someone's listening and that we're in 5 or 6 towns, what might one get?
Definitely some exposure. Out a lot, playing a lot, some TV exposure. I'm doing some pro-ams. In the next few weeks, I'll be down in Georgia doing a program for the breast cancer in Kennesaw, and I'm going to be doing some clinics. It's probably my first clinic in front of like 200 people.
So if there was a sponsor and they wanted you to come back and film a TV commercial for them, you could do that. Or if they wanted you to come in and do a golf clinic for them, for a junior golf program, you would do that. Those are types of values that you receive value for it. Plus possibly a logo on your blouse.
Yeah, definitely in the bag, hats, whatever.
Okay. You young ladies and guys look like NASCAR drivers out there with all that stuff on there.
Stick a big sticker in my forehead.
Kenny, a lot of times will wear a big red. Yeah, he did it in the PGA.
A bulldog towel.
Huh? Ooga.
Hey, I supported Western last week at the game. I go around Kentucky.
You know, I love Ooga. I went down on the field one time. Kenny and I were down there for a football game, and I love animals.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go down and really see him up close. So I went down on the field.
He bites you.
He's the ugliest, cutest dog.
He is. He's the ugliest, cutest dog you've ever seen. Got his own house, sits out there on the field.
And air conditioned.
And is it air conditioned?
Yeah,
we were down in Athens. We were in Athens, you and I were, for a basketball game, and Western had one of the most brutal losses in the history of the school. It still may be the record.
I think it is.
When Ralph Willard was coaching, 50-some points that night. But we went to lunch that day with, who was everybody? Leonard, the radio guy. Leonard what do you say, Postostis or something?
Well, Leonard Postostis, but his name is Leonard...
Leonard's Losers was the name of his show. He predicted football wins
losers.
and everything.
Picked losers.
Leonard's Losers, and he picked the losers.
Gary asked him. He took us to
That's why I was getting ready to tell that story.
Okay, go ahead.
Then I said, Leonard, have you lived here all your life? He said, not yet.
Well, there you go.
And that's what I've said not yet ever since. I think not yet has arrived. I think he's lived there all his life now.
Yes.
Leonard was a wonderful guy to us that day. Whitney, you're sweet. You're great to come and be a part of this. We appreciate you so much. We're so proud of you. I mean, I can't believe I haven't known you all these years that I've heard about. I feel like I know you.
And just because you're from Glasgow, you belong to all of us.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you
got to know that.
I have to name all the surrounding
You've got to know that.
You've
got to know that. Yeah.
And Heistville will be one of them.
Exactly. I'm right outside Heistville. Exactly.
I was at Heistville the other day. Have you been to Heistville lately?
You know what, Wes? I don't think I've ever been to Heistville, and I've been all over the state. And as long as you and I have been friends and good friends, you have never said, Gary, I want to take you over and show you where the barn used to be. I want to show you where I used to milk cows and mow the yard, because you sure don't do it anymore.
I've been to Heistville.
You're going to do that someday, aren't you, Wes?
I'm going to do that someday.
Okay.
And Whitney may go with us.
You can take us to Sherry's restaurant.
At Suffolk Well.
Yeah. Did you say a restaurant?
Yes, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it in your book?
No, but it could be.
Sherry's restaurant is downtown Heistville.
Oh, okay.
Although Suffolk Well one is
Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Lighthouse.
They're in my book.
Lighthouse. Yeah.
They're in my book.
Whitney, thank you so much.
Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate
for
it.
And
having
we'll look
me.
forward to
Appreciate
having
you and your
again.
family being here today.
Yeah.
Glad to meet your mom and dad, Mark and Vicky.
We got to go.
Yeah.
For Gary P. West, for producer Chris Harp, this is Wes Strader. Thanks to Whitney Wade. Let's follow her career now. Get her a sponsor. You guys get out there and sponsor her.